Happy to welcome in the newest Denver Bronco, Nick Vannett. Nick, welcome to Broncos country. I know this is a bit of a unique situation, but how's it feel to be a Bronco?
Oh, it's just such a great feeling. Going through the free agency period, you go through, there's so much uncertainty as to where you're going to end up, or, you may think you have an idea. It's kind of similar to the draft, honestly. Like, you think you have an idea with some teams that are interested in you, but then you go to a place where you just had no idea. And, going to the free agency period, I had no idea that Denver was even looking to try to sign a tight end. Didn't really know until 3-4 days in the free agency that they were even interested, and then we kind of just started discussing things with them a little bit, and it seemed like they really were interested in me, and came to a good deal, and made it official. So it's just the feeling of that it's locked in, and now it's just ready to go. I mean, it's such a good feeling, and I'm excited to be a Bronco, really am.
You started your career at the Seahawks last year. You get traded. A bit of a weird year for you. How did that set you up this year for, greater personal development professionally? Because you got 13 starts with the Steelers.
Yeah. Last year was a very interesting year. Like you said, I got traded. I think it was beginning of week 4. I went to Pittsburgh. Came into a funny situation there when Big Ben was, he was injured for the whole year. So we didn't have as good of a year as I think the Steelers usually do have, for that being as prestigious as an organization as they are. But after that was my final year, and, I was ready to test the market just to see what else is out there. And, Denver came calling, and, I answered.
I like it. Now, you come into a tight end room full of Big Ten guys, okay, including a guy you know pretty well, Jeff Heuerman. What's it going to be like to reunite with your Ohio State Buckeye?
Oh, I mean, dude, as soon as the news came out, he was one of the first people that called me. So he's very excited, and, I'm excited to link up with him again. Obviously, we were pretty close at Ohio State. Spent a lot of time together there, and we've always kept in touch with each other, even when he went to Denver, when I was in Seattle, and all over the place. And so it's gonna be good to be in the same town with him, be in the same room with him again, and just to play football with him again.
Now, the Broncos also have Noah Fant, who saw the lion's share of the receptions. A lot of people have talked about 2 tight end sets with you and Fant. How do you see that playing out, and how do you envision yourself kind of enhancing the Broncos in those double tight end sets?
Yeah, I think the thing that attracted me about the Broncos was that, when they hired Pat Shurmur as the OC, he's had a history of using the 2 tight end sets when he was in Minnesota and most recently in New York. I think that's something that's a style of offense that he likes. He knows how to take advantage and create mismatches with big bodies, and and that's something I've always been attracted to. I've always loved being in an offense where you utilize the 2 tight ends, and it just helps out the run game, and definitely creates mismatches in the passing game as well. I think it's gonna be fun. I think they're gonna rely on us a lot in this offense, and they're gonna have us do a lot of different tasks, and I'm just fired up for the opportunity to be a part of it, and I'm anxious to see how it's gonna happen this year.
One of the big weapons that's going to be throwing you the ball, Drew Lock. What do you know about Drew's game? What have you seen? What do you like about the situation you're coming into with the young quarterback?
Yeah, so I don't know too much about Drew. Obviously we played each other when I was in Seattle this year. Our first preseason game was against each other. So that's about all I got to see in person when he got in there and played a little bit. But I think coming out of the draft, I think what was one of his strong suits is he's just a gunslinger, and he's got a very strong arm. And obviously I wasn't paying too close of attention as to what he did towards the end of the year, but I do know that he was 4-1 as a starter. I think he came on really well towards the end of the year, and definitely went ended the year on some good momentum, hoping to carry out into this year. And he's a young guy, and I think he's just learning the position, and he's just hungry, and he's just trying to soak up as much as he can. And I think it's a great union with Pat Shurmur coming in as the OC. He's always had very successful quarterbacks everywhere he's been, and I think he's going to really help out Drew a lot. And I think it's going to be a very very high octane offense.
When you think about, coming to Denver, I know we mentioned it, it's a unique situation. You're out in Orange County right now. What about the city? What about the experience of Denver are you most looking forward to?
I've visited Denver a couple of times, and I've always loved the city. It's a very nice city. Like you said, the weather's very nice. I've got to experience it when it's been very sunny. They say it's 315 days of sunshine, which is I've pretty much had the opposite everywhere I've been. In Seattle, it's about 315 days of clouds. And Pittsburgh's not too far off from that either. But I'm just excited to be in a new area, and I just see it as a new opportunity, football wise. And then for me and my girlfriend, we're excited because it's a great city, and there's a lot to do obviously out there, to be active, to be adventurous, and it's going to make for some great date nights out there. So I think we're both looking forward to that.
I mentioned you're in Orange County right now. Is the sun shining? Are you guys holding up? Are you guys poolside? How are you keeping the mind fresh? How are you relaxing or staying sane in this unique time?
Yeah, so we've been getting pretty creative. Obviously we have the pool, so when it's sunny out, which majority of the time it is, we'll kick it poolside. But my girlfriend, she went to the dollar store and she bought a bunch of puzzles and a bunch of things that typically old people would do on airplanes and stuff like that, or what you would do when you were younger. But it's just kind of fun just because we're locked up in the house. It's kind of fun just to do something like that to kind of occupy our time and to challenge ourselves, and just instead of watching Netflix all day, at least we're doing something productive and trying to connect and take advantage of this insane time that's going on.
Well, I know typically we would do this in person. There'd be a press conference, a jersey, the whole nine. But we look forward to seeing you in Denver in person, hopefully soon. And be well, stay safe, and I really appreciate you taking some time in, again, this very unique situation.
Yeah, I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later, but I appreciate you having me on, and can't wait to meet you and the rest of the staff out there.